Hello, how's everyone today? I'm doing good. I've been kind of prepping for this video for like a few days. So, yeah, I'm not sure if they watch my channel or if they're even on YouTube, but a couple of Kim Newberg's friends are coming down from Manitoba and they're coming up to the fabric sale here in Shediac. So, I'm going to make them something. Thelma made, well, both Deb and I got together last year with Kim and Thelma to go to the sale, and Deb from DLI Creations. And yeah, Thelma brought us something. I hadn't even thought about making her something, duh. So I'm gonna make her something this year. So Thelma, if you are watching, just stop watching because this is like a surprise. So so Barb and Deb, that's you too. Or Barb and Kim, that's for you guys too. Yeah, I'm gonna make a few things. I hear Artemis, he's yelling, of course, as soon as I hit record, and I just fed him. This cat, seriously. So what I'm gonna do, but he's yelling at Rob, so whatever, that's not my problem. What I'm gonna do is I decided to haul out a technique I haven't used in like literally years. It's a mixed media technique, and I've actually, when I searched on YouTube, quite a few people have worked with beeswax lately, and it's really good to use as almost like an art medium the same way, and you can layer things and it makes things transparent like paper napkins, so it looks really well for layering. I'm going to show you many years ago. This is my first ever art journal. Oh, and this is the little folder that Thelma made me. Isn't that adorable? So I'm going to try to make her something. She likes like all the rosy kind of rose gold kind of thing. So that's what I'm working on today, is making her stuff. So this is a picture of Luna. What I did was I don't remember if I glued down the old book pages and things first, or if I did those. I don't think I did those with beeswax too, because it would have soaked through the pages, the previous pages. Yeah, no. Okay, so I glued those down, but then I did beeswax, or I did, yeah, that's right. I did painting. I just painted some gesso here and did this little saying, and then I did beeswax over top. I left Luna. I just drew her outline, and then when I did the beeswax, it made the paper turn really super golden. It brings out the aging in paper really well. Yeah, and it makes it transparent so you can see some things through the back or whatever, but I just love it. And I love working at beeswax too because it smells so great. I haven't in quite a few years, but I used to do a lot of Ukrainian Easter eggs, pisanki, and yeah, beeswax is used in that, and I love it. But anyway, I digress. So the old way we used to do beeswax layering, mixed media beeswax layering, is usually you have like a chunk of wax, and I bought like this huge ginormous chunk of wax. I think that was like $20, and I bought it probably like 15 years ago. And I was very lucky because I found both this little crock pot. It's just a teeny tiny, here I'll show you the box, excuse the noise. It's just this little teeny tiny potpourri simmer pot. It's literally this little teeny tiny crock pot. So I've had this plugged in probably for like at least a good half hour, so it's finally almost all melted. It's melted enough that I can use it. But I also like to, and this is how I would have done my art journal page, I was lucky enough to find this little travel iron at a thrift store. So yeah, it like folds down. Isn't that cute? So yeah, you can take and brush your wax on, or you can take and rub the hot wax on the block to pick it up and rub it over your design, rub it over your paper. But what I've been seeing people do is now people seem to order the little wax beads and kind of sprinkle them on, and then like use the heat gun or an iron to smooth it out. So that works too. Yeah, but I already have these tools, so this is what I'm going to use. So what I'm doing is I'm going to cover some things. I have some bases here I'm going to cover to make some ephemera. So these are the ones I chose because I'm working all in pinks and stuff. And I have a little money pouch, money envelope, a little regular envelope. I just undid the glue. It was super easy to do. It didn't tear or anything. But you can also steam them to get them apart or make your own. And then this is a little, I got a couple of these. I got them at Value Village, a couple packs. They're these cool, they're like a report card envelope. They're a cardstock. Yeah, and they're an envelope. And then these little cards came with them. They're supposed to be like, like wedding invitation type things or whatever. So I think I'll do something maybe with that. So yeah, I kind of course, and me me tradition. I've been saving up some things for Thelma in the rose gold kind of, you know, vintagey kind of aesthetic. And then I was like, I don't know, last weekend, I was like, oh, not last weekend. It was like at least a week ago. I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to, you know, start on her stuff. So, because they're coming down in a couple weeks for the fabric sale. So yeah, 3 hours later, I had gone through my scrapping paper, my paper napkins, my, just the tissue paper, everything. So yeah, I was like, okay, I don't even feel like doing anything anymore. It's been so much. So yeah, I'm finally prepped. This is some bases I want to use, and I also have here some other bases. Like I've got some more index cards, flashcards, some scrapbooking paper, different, like that would be cool, kind of all over, kind of cover it with something. And then I have also some pattern paper that I might probably will end up using in this, like, you know, kind of tear a corner off or whatever. And then I also have underneath some bases, so some more master boards and just some plain cardstock and things. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what I'll be using, but this is how I have it organized so I can work hopefully most efficiently. These are my focal images. I did go through and I, you know, cut them out of napkins or whatever. I kind of loosely cut them, whatever, I don't care. Yeah, and some scrapbooking paper, bits and pieces I cut out. So we'll see how that goes. And these are little accent images. So again, I just cut out little bits and pieces out of napkins and tissue paper. And so I'll be using those. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's a shimmery twinkling H2O paints. So yeah, I'll be using those along with. And I also have here, this is kind of like a background pattern, kind of transparent or very thin paper. So I've got tissue paper, I've got napkins. So these will add different, you'll see, you layer it and then they'll add different colors and things like that. This is actually a pink, very, very pale. I don't think that's going to really do much, but then I have these really cheap dollar store scrapbooking papers, but I'm like, you know what, those are gonna the beeswax will soak through those and work really well. And this is like super glossy, but once I get the beeswax on there, it'll be gone. Napkins. So yeah, this will be kind of like an overall background pattern. I'm really interested in this because this is like one of the most garish like scrapbooking papers I've ever had. And I got looking at it, I'm like, you know what, I can probably with very little effort make that really, really gorgeous. Like even just covering it maybe with like a natural color tissue or something. Yeah, to kind of tone down the pinks a little bit. Not that I don't love, you know, hot pink, but for this project, no. And then I have some little strips that I had actually, when I was cutting down all these bits and pieces to workable sizes, I had a bunch of little strips left, or off the tops of scrapbooking pages. So yeah, I'll work some of those in. And then last but not least, I have a pile of other papers, just interesting, like I could work into the background kind of thing. A little bit of handmade paper. I'm not sure how that's going to work. I have some, oh wait, that should go in the tissue paper pile here. Yeah, we'll put those in the tissue paper pile. And this is, I cut some little flowers out and this is the background. I thought that might be neat if I could get the little crackle effect. Yeah, so there's some tissue papers. I'll put that there because it's not really, yeah, the background. But I have like, yeah, some, for interest, I have some like game score pads and little dotted paper, and I grabbed way too many books. I didn't need this many books, but yeah, books and music and things. Yeah, so that's that. So we'll see what I can come up with. And I'm going to kind of do a mass make thing too. Like normally I don't because, you know, I do one kind of journal or whatever, and then I'm done that journal and yeah, that's it. But this is a masterboard, by the way, that I made a long time ago. And it's got already like a layer of like tissue paper and napkin over it. But yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what I was just saying. I'm sorry. All right, so these things, yeah, I kind of want to cover all of them. I might start with this actually. These I'm going to kind of I'll put right there. Okay, I might like take the whole thing and, you know, just do this. But I have a thing I want to use on this. Look at this paper. I love this scrapbooking paper. Isn't that gorgeous? There was kind of like some bright pink flowers too, but I trimmed those off and it just looks absolutely stunning. Oh, look at that. That's totally going to fit. Oh, it's perfect. Perfect. All right, so do I want to put a background first? For beeswax, I don't remember honestly what I used to use as a surface. Probably like some big like bond paper or whatever. I had got usually big paper packs, student grade drawing paper kind of thing, ginormous things like you'd put on like not a whiteboard, but you know, one of those easel things that teachers used to use. Yeah, I buy it at the art store for cheap. It's just student paper, student grade paper. Yeah, so I don't remember, but I'm going to use this IKEA silicone mat, so that should be fine. But I do, however, have some paper towel because that's a really good way to both clean off your iron and soak up excess wax. This is a very messy craft. It doesn't matter how, if you try to do it, how much you try to do it, you know, not messy. It's messy. All of these tools are only for beeswax. Like I'll never, you know, I have an old brush. This is an old really super crappy brush that's like, you know, big bristles, or not big bristles, but like hard bristles kind of thing. So that works well. Yeah. And the iron is dedicated. Oh, that heats up really quick. That is good. It's dedicated and it can like run down. I believe somebody I was watching was saying, yeah, that they didn't have any luck with the travel iron. Apparently you can get travel irons on Amazon. I assume, yeah, of course. Just if you're going to get one without holes, do yourself a favor. But yeah, she said, I think it was Barbara actually. She said that she from Barbara, right? Yeah. Shabby Dabby Duda. And she said she had no luck with an iron. Like it just kind of like ran and made a huge mess and blah, blah, blah. So we will see. All right, so I'm definitely going to want to put that down, but do I want to put it down first? I might add some background first. Oh, look at that. It's like stained. That's pretty. Stained. Yeah, I might do that. Maybe I'll cover the whole thing, or no, maybe no. Maybe I will. I don't want to lose this card here. I'll put it over there. Maybe I'll kind of cover the background first. Oh, yeah, okay. I do want to tone down. Well, I guess this green isn't bad. It's nice sage green. I was going to say tone it down for this this color scheme, but no, it's really actually pretty good. Now, paper napkins, you can do the cool trick with the brush and the, where did I put my scissors? With the brush and the brush and the yada yada, you know, the water. Take a little brush with water, just a clean paintbrush, just a little bit of water, and you can paint around a design, and it'll like cut it out super easy. But I went through and actually cut out with, yeah, I couldn't be bothered to go get a brush and blah, blah, blah. If I'm being honest. All right, so my little focal images. So I'm going to start with doing, kind of get this beeswax smooth here. I actually, before this, I had to hack off. Rob came in and we used like a drywall knife. I think it was drywall knife for hacking a chunk off the corner of this beeswax so that I could put it in the crock pot, because the crock pot was pretty well empty. So, oh, I don't want that on there. Okay, so first I'm going to put a layer of beeswax here. And then, it doesn't have to be exact because beeswax will soak through this whole thing. Let's see. Just be careful too, because it can be warm. Don't want anyone to burn themselves. This isn't bad. It's not, it cooled off pretty quickly. Come on. Get this off of there because it drives me nuts. Okay, there we go. Put that in my little accent bit bin. Now I have some more beeswax on the iron. Okay. Might do some more pink, something pink. Yeah, because it brings the green right through. That is beautiful, though, isn't it? Maybe I'll do some music. This is like so much fun. And I mean, you never really know what you're going to get. You can, you know, you can kind of guess sometimes with like what you'll get if you, when you iron, you know, through something with the beeswax. But sometimes you don't. Like this, the brown still shows. That's really cool. the green part, or the white parts on the napkin turned very green. They became completely transparent. And the brown parts gave me this nice vintage brown hue. Okay. Now that doesn't seem stuck too good, but it should be good once it's dry. Maybe I'll put... Yeah, so what, I believe it was Barbara again that was watching. What she did was, I think she put the beads down, I think with her glue gun, and like that smoothed everything too. Like doing this makes it kind of really chunky because it's like brush strokes and all that, right? But then she came in after and used her heat gun to smooth everything over. It just gave it like a nice smooth top. Just gave, like, melt it, and it gave it a nice smooth smooth top. Beeswax is so cool. Like, there's so many things you can do. One of my favorite techniques with it is you can put like quite a layer of beeswax down, make it, you know, at least a good few millimeters thick or whatever. And you can rubber stamp into the warm wax and it'll dry. And then what you can do is you can go over it with gilding paste. I don't think I'll do that today, but I think this is going to be the first in a series of working on these. So yeah, okay. So you can get different color beeswax, by the way. I like natural. I like that it gives me a vintagey look. But you can get white beeswax, you can get different colors of beeswax. So, I mean, it's definitely something to experiment with if you choose to do so. There's also encaustic art, which is wax, and it is beeswax like pucks with pigment and things. And if you don't know what it is, look it up. I wouldn't call this encaustic art, really. This is more just like I don't know, more like a mixed media collaging kind of thing. But encaustic art, like, they embed cool things and like make like big chunky thick like art pieces, and it's really cool. But it's really pricey to get into, I believe because they use pigments and stuff. So I mean, just like artists paint, it's yeah, it's pricey because, you know, pigments are pricey. This might not stick in there too good because it's so thick. Let's see. It's kind of an experiment. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't really remember a whole lot about beeswax, about the beeswax layering, honestly. Yeah, put some more under there. But I mean, if something happens and this doesn't stick, I can come back later, and I'm gonna guess that Fabri-Tac would probably hold this together well. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. Does Fabri-Tac work well on beeswax, dried beeswax? Okay, so I'm gonna get another one of these little, oh, do I have more? I thought I had more of this one. Maybe not. All right, so in that case, I mean, I could stick this down too, but I don't really want to do that. In that case, let's go to my little accent bits and pieces here. And I think I'll put, that might be a little dark maybe. Oh, I kind of like that too, but hang on, I had like a little butterfly. Oh, and I had the word butterflies. That's kind of pretty. Let's see. We'll see if that will work. So yeah, I just kind of went through and I took like napkins and tissue paper and things and just kind of tore out or cut out all little bits and pieces that I knew I'd want to use as little accents. Kind of build up my background. Yeah, that kind of goes with, oh, sorry, of course. There we go. That's so me. All right. Oh, and I have, look, these were from a tissue paper. It was actually, ooh, that, I love that. That was from a napkin. Tissue paper, it was beautiful, beautiful Christmas tissue paper. But it, yeah, it, little pink tissue paper. I used it, there were a bunch of things on it, in it that weren't Christmas. So I hauled them, or cut them out. Okay, let's see, maybe a little more. Oh, and I had a couple of things from book pages. Look at this. That's beautiful. 1930. To Ruth from Marjorie. December 14th, 1930. And I think where this especially has some brown backgrounds, I can use some of this tissue paper. The little brown bits. All right, I like that. So it's just, yeah, it's just layering. That's really pretty. All right. Maybe I'll kind of paint for now. This seems to be working well. After I'm done, what I can do is peel this all off. Oh yeah, that comes off really good. Peel it off and then put it back in the crock pot. So I'm not wasting anything. Okay, I'm just going to tear this. Again, you can cut or tear, doesn't matter. I like the torn look, especially for like vintagey stuff like this. Put a little extra wax. There we go. Make sure that's straight because I'm notorious for that. Because I'm short, so I can't really see. Okay. Oh, it's so pretty, isn't it? Put that there, maybe. I used extra wax on that because it was an actual book page, but this, where it's tissue paper, dress tissue, yep, it sticks right away. Okay. I don't know how this is going to stick. Let's see. Let's try it this way. Oh, this might work best, actually, because this will make it kind of like a sticker, right? The wax might dry on there, but once I take and run this over it. Ooh. Now, I wasn't sure how the mica powder from the Twinkling H2Os, those are watercolor paints with the mica powder in them to make them shimmery. I wasn't sure how it would do covered in beeswax, but look at that shimmer. It shines right through. It's awesome. Let's see. I think I want the butterflies because I think that's a little busy. Let's see here. Maybe I'll put that. These little mushrooms. See how these look. Like I said, I have no idea how any of this is really going to work for the most part. Whoops. That kind of flipped. It flipped down. I don't know. And then it left. Oh, that's super sticky. That's the thing with beeswax. Beeswax is sticky. Okay, there we go. All right, we'll put that there. Let's do a little bit of paper, maybe. Tear off the little Eiffel Tower part. It's a little bit dark, a little much. Okay. You see that doesn't really show that through, so I mean, and you can always remove things too. Boop. If they've already dried too much, I mean, you can just warm them back up. Put that up there. Nope, that's not straight. Oh, and I forgot there's a little, it's like a little scalloped edge. I'd rather have it torn. The scalloped edge is cute, but yeah, for this I'd rather have it torn. Vintagey. Yeah, there it goes again. All right. So yeah, what I might do is once I'm done this, I might take the heat gun, and I won't do that on camera. I know people don't like to listen to heat guns. I don't blame you. Yeah, I might take the heat gun and go over it that way to smooth everything out, because if I use the iron, then yeah, as you can see, I run the risk of picking things back up, and I don't want to do that. So if you're going to venture into this, yeah, make sure you have dedicated tools. Yeah, and but yeah, it seems like people are having luck with buying the little tabs, the little pellets, wax pellets. You can get them, yeah, and I think they're made for like candle warmers or whatever. Yeah, get the little pellets and then use your heat gun or venture, try a travel iron or whatever. Napkins, you can get napkins everywhere. Etsy, I buy napkins on Etsy, which is nice because actually I'm going to be selling some napkins on Etsy, because that's the thing. You buy a package of napkins and you have like 20 or like even 40 of one design, and you're like, hey, I'm never going to use that much, right? So what I did, I went through, ooh, look how transparent that became. That's nice. I went through my napkins that I had, and I took out some to keep, and then I took out some to keep, and then the rest I'm going to list in my, I believe, Etsy shop once I reopen it. This little thing's cute too. Put that there, maybe. Oop. Nope. There we go. So it's just, yeah, like layer after layer of really cool, neat little things, right? I'm gonna put that there. Oh. Maybe I'll put that down with some, so it doesn't take off on me here. Paint it down. So today I'm only going to have time to do this, this one envelope. I'm going to be beeswaxing for days. All right. I think that might be maybe it. Put that there. Yeah, I really like the white ones because it goes right through. Very pretty. But okay, yeah, that's not bad. And see how warm it looks? Then all I have to do later is flip it over. Oh yeah, beeswax things. So if you're doing journaling cards, tags, things like that, you're going to end up with mess on the back of it too. Oh, this might affect how I open it too. So probably what I should have done was undid this envelope, like the seam, and then glue it back later like I did with the regular envelope. Yeah, so it's all gunky. So I'm going to actually just do the same thing on the back, but what you can do is just later on glue just like a scrapbooking paper or whatever to make it, that's how I'm going to do my tags and journaling cards. I'll once I'm done and the backs are kind of gunky, I just glue some paper to the back. Okay, now that's lifting a bit. There we go. Okay. I think that might be good. I don't want to touch it with the iron again. There are some white spots here I'd like to get rid of, but I'm definitely going to, well, let me see here. Let's try it. If I do it carefully, I shouldn't pick up. So then I do that, and then I come over here and wipe the wax off. So yeah, you want to pick up some wax. It's white because there's like a buildup of wax there. There's a bunch of wax. So yeah, if I take it off. And I mean, you can tell pretty quick if it's still built up. Like as it starts to dry, you can see it's turning white again. If you're going to venture into trying different colors of wax, yeah, I'm sure that you can get all kinds of different effects. maybe layering different colors. I've been intrigued with encaustic art for a while, but I haven't ventured into it because it's so expensive. And I'm like, that's a lot of, you know, I've already got so many supplies and things. Okay. Now, what I'll probably do to finish this, once I've got, this is kind of like the background, but because I mean, you know, I've got focal images on there, but to quote unquote finish it, I'd come through and probably, you know, maybe take a paint pen and outline these flowers a little more where you can't see them, and add a little, maybe a little gold or something, rose gold if I can find it. Okay, so this is just, oh, look, see, I did too much. Just let it be. Guys. Oh, God. Okay, we're going to put that there. We're going to put this here. And I'm going to stop messing with things. Oh, God, this is how not to do things. Oh, no, no. Okay, hang on. We're going to melt this again. And then quickly, very quickly, actually, I'm going to put that there. The corner's all wonky wonky. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to leave it. All right, so I'm going to let that dry, I think. And then I can always, yeah, come back through. I'm not leaving it. See? Gotta stop. Yeah, I'll come back through later and play with the heat gun and see if what that does. Now, I've got this waxy paper towel. That is actually pretty full of wax, but I'm just going to toss it. My next one. Be very careful with this craft. All right, so I'm going to set this one aside to dry fully for now. What do I want to do next? What time is it? 32? Oh, okay, we're not doing too bad. I might go with this. Now, masterboard is you glue all your scraps onto a piece of board. This would have been like just like a thin cardstock thing from packaging, some sort of packaging. Yeah, and then you can stamp on top of them, and like I've got drips of dye, all kinds of different papers. I believe this stamping, I think that might have been on a tissue paper maybe, or I could have done it over top of the whatever and then put tissue paper over top of it. I don't remember. So anyway, let's see what we're going to do for that. Get one of my little focal image things. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to make out of this stuff yet. Well, you know what? I'm going to do this background a little bit more here. Not really sure what I'm going to make out of some of this yet. But I will have some bases that, yeah, I can stick some other things to. This maybe I'll paint a base on. I'm really curious about this crackly kind of 1980s super glossy tissue paper. I got it from, yeah, it was like a pack of like those super cheap. It was one of, I don't know if you remember them, if you had them where you live, but they're like super cheap gift wrap packages, and it's like, it's all, you know, kind of undesirable, ugly stuff. Like the patterns are usually pretty hideous, and like it's a glossy tissue paper and like flat gift wrap and stuff, and it was just, yeah. But maybe we can make something beautiful. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that nice? And yeah, you can see the crackle still a bit. Oh, that's cool. Look at that, guys. Doesn't that just change that completely? Like, because it's kind of like bright and garish, and then you just do that, and it's like, boom. Because look, this is what it looked like before. Look at that. This was all cut from, yeah, the one masterboard. Look at that. All right. We got that. What else do we got here? This is nice, but it might be, maybe I'll put something plain on this. Let me see. To try to kind of lighten it, because right now the back is very busy and very bright. So if I put some sort of tissue paper, plain, maybe that. See, this is tissue paper, but really it's more like a, I don't know, almost like a glassine or something. Let's see. We'll do, and I could do something like that. See how this works. Let's see how this works. Don't know where my scissors went. Oh, there they are. I'm just going to kind of loosely cut this. No, I guess it would be easier to do with the iron here. Do a pass. Oh, look at that. Put some of that beeswax right on there. Yeah, I had ordered this big beeswax block. Natural beeswax. I think it's made like for people that make beeswax candles kind of thing. Like that's what it's intended for. So, I mean, I'm going to have like this whole block for like the rest of my life. Yeah. Ooh, okay. That worked. I got like a bubble under there. That's weird. And the paper's kind of glossy. Okay. Oh, like another paper there. We'll put it in. If you want to go in, let's go. This is the one with the crackle. I don't think I'll see too much because it's kind of a dark background. I don't think the crackle will show. Yeah, no. But I really, really like that. Okay, let's see. I have this little bit of this little, I kind of don't want it going right up the middle kind of thing. I kind of want it off the side a little bit, and I know I'll cut some of it off, but yeah, let's do this. So this is a tissue paper. Let's see. Ooh, it's so magical every time. I never get over it how the white just vanishes with the beeswax. It just becomes so transparent. Apparently you can also embed transparencies into this. So yeah, I haven't done much with transparencies, but I gotta tell you, I'm pretty interested in that. So I think what I'm gonna do is try to find the ones I do have and see what I can do. Have a little play with those. Pretty. Like I said, and I have these little little bits that I cut out of scrapbooking paper. Oh, that's kind of nice too, but well, it's kind of busy. Oh, this, when you cut, when you take napkins apart, when you want to use your paper napkins, what you want to do is they come in plies, so that's layers, and you want to separate them. Sometimes your second layer, napkins are 2 or 3 layer. Sometimes your second layer ends up having a ghost of the image. So I wasn't sure how much. Sometimes it shows up really well, and sometimes it's a really bright, intense one, really clear. But this was kind of really pale, but I wanted to see how it would work. Yeah, it works. It's there. You can see it. No, I just kind of kept layering, and the masterboard's kind of gone, but you know, I think I still like it anyway. Yeah, so see, the back's all covered in, actually I could probably, hang on here. What I'm going to do, if you want to clean off your mat, well, see, I don't really want to waste well, I guess it's not too much. I was going to say I don't want to waste the beeswax, but all you got to do is Run your iron over, and this will pick up the wax. Or not. This is a really cheap paper towel, so yeah, I guess not. All right, well, is my iron's, ooh, that was hot. My iron is still good, but all right, whatever. Okay, so that's that. Put that aside too. Let's go with something kind of straight. This is just scrapbook paper. I could have glued it down to something cardstock beforehand, but I did not. C'est la vie. Isn't that beautiful? I might put that up top though, actually. A little bit of beeswax to kind of make it stick. Or actually, I suppose I want like a base of beeswax here. Yeah, I don't remember how, because I didn't used to use Fabri-Tac. Fabri-Tac was not a thing way back when, so, or not a thing that we knew about as journalers. No, this was before the time of junk journaling, though. I want to say probably glue stick is what I used to glue afterwards, glue the paper on, but I will play with that later. Don't take me, don't quote me on that yet. Maybe a little bit of dress pattern paper. Oh, I love that. It gives such a beautiful, beautiful, like, little beige. Let's see. Maybe I'll kind of do something like an edge. Okay, yeah. I'm going to do the twaddle. This might be a little thick, though. I don't know how well this is going to stick. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can do. Oh, just going to slide. Oh, yep. Big time. Nope. Well. It might be okay if I leave it to sit for a minute. No, it's kind of curling up. So I think that it kind of took the pink right out of it too. Let's see. We'll see. Be very careful doing this. Please don't burn yourself. I definitely should have adult supervision. An adultier adult. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to stay there. Whatever. All right. Cancel that. All right. It works so much better with, yeah, the napkins and things like that. So let's see. Where's my little accent bits? Here we go. Oh, no, I want a focal point. Let's do like a big one. Like this. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. Okay. And like I said, I don't normally mass make, but I kind of can in this instance. Because, I mean, if I do just bases, even with the flowers and things, I mean, I can kind of decorate them afterwards to go with different themes. Like I can go over with, you know, different colors or whatever. And oh, that's just beautiful. Yeah, apparently Thelma likes bling too. So yeah, I'll go through and put some bling and some mica powder, things like that. Bling it up. Like, what is that even? A little dot. Where'd that come from, guys? I don't know. That's really pretty, isn't it? Let's see. Do I have... Oh, maybe I'll use one of these little strips. Let's see. Maybe a little, oh, there was a music one. I really like the music one. Look at this. I probably cut that from, yeah, you know, those scrapbooking papers that it's all strips. It's just like the ones that are all words. It's like, why? Now, is this going to stick? Because it's a little thicker too. Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to be coming through later and touching up with some glue. Kind of putting a little... Although, if I go over that with something else, it should make it stick, shouldn't it? So even just a plain bit of tissue. Oh, I have that, remember that pale pink? Let's see how that works. It's just going to disappear, I'm sure. It's not going to be... Let's give it a try. But yeah, it'll be a layer over top of that, so help hold it down, right? Ideally, theoretically. Yeah, it just disappears. See, it just disappears into the background. Okay. I might leave this as is, and then maybe I'll come in and put maybe like a, you know what? I'm going to put this, I'm going to kind of put a layer of this over top of the whole thing. And I'll come in and put, you know, like a Victoria Lady die cut or something maybe. I just said lady die. Lady die cut, not lady die cut. All right. Look at that. It's really cute. It's definitely easier to get off. Silicone mat. Oh, I should have left it for a second because it did kind of let go these layers. See? Kind of let it dry for a second. Let's see how the other ones are doing. It's like a, it's very hard and crunchy. And this is even a little curled. I might have to, yeah, look at that though. I'm gonna need to glue some things down. And this one seems okay though. Not bad. And you can always save these bits too to just, you know, work into something else if you want to. If you're one of those people that needs to save every little teeny tiny bit scrap. Oh, speaking of scraps, I want to show you guys. I forever ago, like quite a few years ago, I saw, don't know who it was, no idea, sorry. Someone made these little scrap bin journals, and I made some, and I had sent some away and like swaps and things like that, and I just filled the last one that I had. I just finished filling it, so I'm like, oh, I'm going to make some more. So I went through my scrap bins, and I made them the exact same way as I made them last time. I went through, and I just took any, you know, of the larger size papers kind of thing. I'll show you. And yeah, I just put a bunch together. I did 10 sheets of paper, random, used cardstock on the outside. This was all scraps too. Like this, I had this Copic book that I used to carry in my purse. So when I bought Copics, I knew which ones I had and things. But there's an app now, so I don't use this anymore. So I took that apart. But yeah, there's all kinds of scraps. And it's like handmade paper, scrapbook and paper, even some interesting little magazine bits. So yeah, and what I do is I'll put a little something on them, decorate the cover. This is actually Twinkling H2O's. I was swatching it and decided to do it a different way. So yeah, see, scrap papers, painty papers. And I had so much fun, and I made 14. I got this little thread from sewing it left over because I sewed them with neon thread, of course, because I'm me. And I'm going to play with that a little bit. Do something with that. I don't know. I was thinking maybe kind of beeswax with it, but I don't know if it'll mute it, which I don't want. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Now this, I think, would probably cut better. I'll come in later and cut that with my little X-Acto knife. Yeah, that'll cut better like that, because it'll just hack it up with with the scissors, but look at that. I wonder if I'll be able to open this. Yeah, definitely should undo the envelope next time. Like open it just like I did, yeah, with the regular envelope. There's got to be a seam. Yeah, look, there's a seam right there. So really I should have, you know, opened it up. That's kind of cute. Isn't it though? I think it's really cute. I'm going to try this. There we go. That's pretty. Nope, look, it's got a bubble in there. How am I going to fix that? Maybe like that. Oh, and then the, yeah, I'm going to cut this. So yeah, I've learned a few things today. Trial and error. Thicker things aren't, yeah, don't work well with the, they don't hold well, especially not with the iron method. If I piled enough, if I brushed on enough beeswax, like a thick enough layer, I'm sure it would hold anything. Like I know you can embed things, so yeah. But, I mean, I want the transparent look, right? And I mean, you can save that. Like I'll put that little accent thing. Like, that completely cut off that pretty well. I didn't realize how close to the edge it was. Yeah, so this is there. And then I can just go and put, you know, put a little lady or something on there. I don't know why I'm all about the ladies, but yeah. All about the ladies today. But or you can even use that and then go through and take one of your little accent pieces that you cut out and, you know, just glue it on top. And this will be your background. But I'm really happy with this. I'm going to do some more things to it. Definitely going to add some iridescence to that for sure. Yeah. So I'm going to be playing with beeswax for a while because I'm making 3 things for 3 different people. So yeah, I'm not going to do it all in beeswax. So maybe I'll kind of just leave it like this. Maybe I'll do, you know, I'll do a few things in beeswax. I want to make some embellishments. So I'll do a few with beeswax and then maybe the rest I'll do just normal. Save my sanity. But beeswax is a lot of fun. Scissors is the only exception to the tools I don't save just for beeswax. Oh, didn't I cut that? Because if I want to clean off the scissors, I'll just kind of use the heat gun and paper towel to carefully clean off these blades. And it's dry anyway, so it doesn't really, well, yes, I guess it does stick. Beeswax is sticky, very sticky. That's why you can make those beeswax wraps, because it sticks. There, how about that? I'll just kind of give a quick pass to kind of smooth that little bit out, and that should work good actually. So it's not completely smooth. You can see the texture. Oh yeah, you can see the texture. So it's not completely smooth, but it's pretty smooth. It's like little bits, but I mean, that's fine. And I could even, if I wanted to give it texture, come through and just kind of, you know, add a little extra paint on top of the flowers or something, make those stand out. This one's super thick because it was a masterboard, but yeah, look at that. Oh, I left my brush out of the crock pot here. It's going to take a minute to melt. Okay. Come on. A little bubble. Let's kind of stick that together. There. I know it is kind of like off all over. Aw. All right, so yeah, I think I'm going to call that a day because it's been almost an hour. So yeah, but now I have a better feel for how long it takes to do these things. So yeah, I think I'll do a few for each lady, and that'll be yeah, that'll be good. Look at that though, isn't that pretty? I also have actually a folder of things that I want to beeswax for different projects, that either for the magical journal I'm currently working on or for upcoming things. So I have like a little, you know, I have a few different bee napkins kind of thing, and it's like, okay, I want to put those on a, you know, beeswax those to a paper or whatever, right? So yeah, I've got to work on those too, do those too. But yeah, this yeah, happy with how this turned out. All right, so thanks for watching. If you're still here, thank you. This trial and error. Yeah, and that's pretty well it for today. And I will be back with this beeswax thing, I think. Yeah, I'll keep playing with it. All right, thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good day.